Good morning. Welcome everyone to It Is Monday again. Good morning. Good morning. So glad to be with you. Thank the Lord for another Monday, right? So good morning. Come into the room and hopefully you are staying warm. It is cold. I think we skipped over fall a little bit and we have gotten straight into the winter, but we thank the Lord for being able to come back together again. For it's Monday again, right? Every Monday that we get, every day that we get is a gift. It is a blessing. And so I am so grateful to be with you all this morning. And we are going to have our quick conversation like we have every Monday. And hopefully you take it with you through the week. You ponder it, you think on it, and hopefully it will help you to make some changes, transition some things that you need to transition. So, welcome to It Is Monday again. So, this Monday, we're going to talk some more about confidence. And I titled today's Monday again, Which Path Will Confidence Choose? Which path will confidence choose? So, as I was thinking about that, because confidence is so critical in everything that we do. And if we're honest, particularly we women, we can lack confidence sometimes. So, let me back up and introduce and let you know who I am and what I do. So, I am Dr. Michelle. I am a transformation strategist, and I assist professional, high achieving women who feel stuck or unfulfilled in their life, in their career, to develop a life plan where they can rediscover their passion and their purpose. They can realign with their values and their strengths, and they can reset to move from where they are right now to where they want to be and do that with confidence. So, confidence is something that's very important to me in how I help women and the people that I serve. And it's always something that I can speak to personally because for a myriad of reasons, I struggled with my confidence. But I'm thankful that there have been uh, situations along the way that have assisted me, right, to develop it and to build it up. So today, as I said, we're going to talk about which path will confidence choose. And in that, I just want to share with you something that happened to me where I had to choose the path. So this has been about 13 years ago. And I was working at a university, and something happened very abruptly. Where I was working decided that, for a myriad of reasons, I don't know why, but decided that what we did, that particular group of us, that what we did was no longer viable financially for the university. And so we ended up really in one day finding out that we had, I think at that time, maybe 6 or 7 more months to work. And then that was it. We were going to be done. And so in that moment, there was, of course, a lot of emotion because it was a surprise. And there were relationships that had been built, and everybody was really excited about the work that we were doing. And all of a sudden, the work that we were doing and planning to do wasn't going to be there anymore. And so at that moment, I had to make a decision. I was a single mom at the time, and you all have heard me talk about being a single mom. I was a single mom, one income, and that was it. And so when this occurred, I had to make quick decisions. And in the big scheme of things, I'm so thankful that confidence was always there. It didn't have to just show up in that moment, because what happened was there was someone that I had met several months before this occurred. And when I met that person, we had a great interaction. I showed up confidently. And when that person found out that my job was going away, they reached out to me. And so the confidence that I showed in that interaction when I met them several months before this even occurred served me when it was necessary and needed for me to make a shift, right? And so I understand what it's like to abruptly have something change and be unexpected, and you're not quite sure what you're going to do. um, but in that, I also understand that if we are always working on developing ourselves and working on developing that confidence and showing up confidently in all of our interactions, then when it is needed, it will be there. So, which path will confidence choose for you? So, at that time, then there was some things I had to decide, right? The first thing was I could remain in self-doubt. I could stay stuck. I could, stay in self-pity. I could cry and whine and moan about what had happened to me, right? But it really just hadn't happened to me. It had happened to a lot of us. But I had to get out of that very quickly because I needed to move forward, and I needed to do it with expedience. I had someone else that was depending on me. And I'm so thankful for that, that I did have someone else depending on me. But more than that, that I knew that there was something on the other side of this very surprising situation. And when you're in it, you don't always realize that. You don't always think about, oh, there's something, good going to come from this, because it's so emotional and at the time. But I realized that I could either remain in that self doubt and stay stuck, or I could what? Tap into the expertise I had. I had expertise in what I was doing. I knew it well. It had shown up in that previous meeting that really opened the door for me to my next. And so I had to tap into that very quickly, because when that person contacted me, it was an immediate yes. I've got to go forward. I've got to do this. And when I did that, I made those steps. And sometimes, especially when we're going through an interview or we're starting something new, we're trying to level up, it can be a little nerve-wracking, right? And it can make you a little nervous, and it's so easy to say, no, I don't want to do it. But your confidence is what propels you forward. And do you realize, as I talk about this, think about this, even in our confidence, we can be afraid, a little bit fearful, right? A little bit nervous. But as I've said before, a little fear, a little nervousness sometimes really is what we need to take that step. It prepares us, it makes us prepare for what we're getting ready to step into, right? And so I had to tap into that expertise. And then as I did that, you've got to be right, know who you are. I had to know who I was, and then I had to show up as that person, show up in my expertise, show up authentically as the person that I was. And when I did that, the transition was so easy to that new place where I was going. It was so easy to do. Now, it transition, that's a whole nother conversation in terms of all of the things that changed, because I moved to a totally new geographic place, right? And so there was a lot of other thing that went along with that. But in the transition to that new position, it was easy, because the expertise and the authenticity, when you show up with that confidently, you people see who you are, and they are either going to say, okay, yes, this is a person that I want to be connected to, or no. And that's okay. Either is fine, but you show up confidently as who you are, because your expertise is going to take you where you need to be. So, one of the other things that I thought about in all of this is we as women, right? We're oftentimes having to care for family, sometimes by ourselves, sometimes in connection with a spouse, but we sometimes have been sitting on our expertise. And a little bit of shakeup will help you to move forward when you've just been sitting there. And you know how I know? Because the statistics say that when COVID hit in 2020, 49% of women started businesses. 49% started businesses. Some of them out of necessity because they lost a position and they had to take care of their families. But some of them because it's something they've been sitting on and they really wanted to do it and they just didn't take the time to do it because they were running through life like we do. We get caught up and we run through life, right? And we run through day to day, and our dreams get put on the back burner. So some of those women started those businesses because they didn't no longer had to put their dream on the back burner. They either had to move forward with that dream because it was a necessity, or now they had time to really sit and work with that dream. Either way, it moved them forward confidently, right? And so that's all I'm saying today is that when we have a choice to make, what path is your confidence going to choose? So if your confidence is really low, it's not going to choose a path that's going to propel you to your next. I'm not saying the path is easy. I'm saying, though, that when the confidence is there and you start down that path that you've been dreaming of and desiring to do, you are going to, first of all, up that confidence. And second of all, begin to live out that purpose and that passion that I talked about, rediscovering, right? And so, as a transformation strategist, I am here to assist you to that next level. So, a lot of us showed up in 2022. We had all these dreams, all these things we were going to do. And the reality is that some of us are here in November and we haven't done it, but it is not too late. It's not too late. I want you to step out. I want you to begin to rediscover your purpose and your passion and to realign with your values and your strengths so that you can move forward confidently with your life plan. What is it that you want in the years, in the days and years and months ahead? What do you want? And don't allow anything to keep you stuck where you are. Take the path of confidence, strong confidence, and move forward. So I want to offer you the opportunity to work with me. I want you to get on my calendar. There's the link here is scrolling at the bottom. And I also will put this link in the comments. But I want you to move forward with me. And so get on this discovery call, make your appointment with me, and let's talk about how I can assist you to move forward with confidence, to develop that life plan that will help you rediscover that purpose and passion and live from your values and your strengths and have a plan that's going to help you be propelled to that next level and build your confidence so that when it's time to show up, you show up. And confidence chooses the path, right? That's going to move you to where you want to be. And so I encourage you to keep moving forward, even if you started something this year or you wanted to, but you didn't. It's not too late. The year's not over. So get on the call with me and let's start building that confidence so that you walk into 2023 with the plan that is going to propel you forward in your dream and your vision, right? So, again, I'm Dr. Michelle, your transformation strategist, and I assist professional, high achieving women who feel stuck or unfulfilled, right? To develop your life plan so that you can rediscover your purpose and your passion. You can realign with your values and your strengths, and you can reset, moving from where you are right now to where you want to be with confidence. So I cannot wait to talk with you on that discovery call. I hope that you have gained some value from this and that you have an amazing day and an amazing week, and that you ponder on how confidence, what's the path that confidence will choose for you. And if you recognize that that path might be one of shrinking back and not moving forward, then we need to talk. All right, can't wait to talk to you soon. This is Dr. Michelle. Have a great week. Have a great day. And I will talk to you next week for It's Monday again. See you soon.